Welcome back, you guys. It's your boy CJ, the Black and Lion. It's been a minute since we did some little gameplay for
Welcome back.
Horizon. I was doing a bunch of side missions and stuff because I realized this game was taking a long time to stream and play. So to catch you guys up, we got the meter, and now we're headed to
Hello, Aloy.
Gemini to catch
Yes.
Hephaestus.
Despite the well, yes. Are you ready? Or we can
All this, I guess I never...
based on my errand has he appears as it conflicts with he also that is what
So, she's been through
you have both different. I like to
3, then.
yes. The and significant to aid in I believe he aimed
I'd be interested.
it appears to be he has
How's all of us?
as soon as a particular information about a machine assistant I informed her that one I may be able
I'm sure. When I set out to find her, I never thought we'd be...
they have all Varl has suggested that one day we might once the bio
Yeah, that's... So our plan...
as we now know which correct. When we get to Gemini, the second
And then you'll be able...
not quite.
How long?
Because the work will be
And during the others will create a
correct. The energy surge
And then we'll have everything... So now that you have...
in the local superstorms have and soil these improvements will for a few
Well, then you'll be able...
correct. Reverse the
There's something I've been... How could Ted Farrow create a clearance? Elizabeth made sure he wouldn't...
It is plausible he tasked his to the Zero Dawn system. My predecessor until he activated it is in effect a blind spot.
A memorial to something called... Do you know...
My knowledge, however, such can an increase
But they wouldn't have... So I guess...
yes levels in
So it's where they created the biomass conversion system. Did Elizabeth...
it is likely though her focus
That makes sense. If they've been able to deploy...
using that I ran several in all deactivate.
So Zero Dawn... There was a lot of data. Do you think it'll help the...
I will complete, which may be
But new crop...
it is.
So Gemini... But you meant...
We construct the so a second
Lucky for us.
no.
So What do you think...
It seems given the and his ability, I imagine he would to worship him.
Oh... Aside from Guy, there was one other underground facility that was sealed, but Elysium. The place... Do you know what happened to...
Elysium, my data.
Did the Pharaoh Plague find...
Unknown.
So what will...
All systems as Minerva would the facility would though without my presence.
Let's hope so. Guy,
listening.
your friend.
Yes, though I am.
Thanks, Gaia. Have you...
Yeah, you should.
Maybe...
Yeah, I expect the
The first of May... Why was...
it
It thought...
it's and I expect
That's a... The miss...
art illuminatical Apollo was in disseminate. Unfortunate all archive.
Ted.
Yes, impulsive,
All four were. Do you still need...
empowering. Unfortunately, attaining them
I guess our best shot, but we'll need...
correct.
Okay, people. It's time to head out.
I'll get everyone together.
Connections in place. Booting up.
Beta, Aloy. I am fully installed on this core and ready to connect to the Cauldron network.
It's good to hear your voice. Erend, everyone. Fire your pulses and sound off.
I'm at my cauldron. This thingy, it's blinking. Did I do it right? In position at my cauldron. My pulse generator is blinking also.
That means they're working. I'm in position, and mine is too. Mine as well.
Okay. Radio silence until I give the all clear. Signing off. Gaia, let's cage the beast.
Connecting to the Cauldron network now.
Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime, activating Omega clearance. Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime, activating Omega clearance.
Clearance confirmed. Initiating containment sequence.
Lock it down!
Terminating external connections.
It's working. It's got nowhere to go. Wait, what's that?
Malware detected. Attempting to compensate.
It's cracked.
Look!
Autonomous defenses. Directive neutralize.
That means machines are on their way. Get ready.
Here they come!
Vorl, stay here. Protect Beta.
They're up. Got it.
Be careful.
Stay back! Get back!
Oh! It's gonna take more. Ah!
Over here, you!
Aloy? Help!
Aloy! Get a hand over here!
Are you okay, Aloy?
Beta!
Better know how to do it now.
Vorl, stay here. Protect Beta.
Got it.
Be careful.
Stay back! Get back! Careful, Aloy! Aloy, for you! Over here, you!
Let's see. I gotta throw.
Aloy? Help!
Aloy, get a hand over here!
handle them for now. I better check on Beta and Varl. Had enough supplies. You two okay?
Still breathing.
Aloy, Hephaestus can't escape, but it must have fled.
Deeper into the facility. I'll drive it back here.
I'll get the cracked core fixed in the meantime.
Keep her safe.
On my life.
Chase after Hephaestus. Force it out of wherever it's hiding. Make it retreat to the core. No, you don't, Hephaestus! I'll find another way over. The other side.
Aloy, I'm patched into your focus feed. You should know there's a huge power draw coming from the next chamber.
Thanks for the heads up. I'm almost there. Some kind of production chamber. Hephaestus is up to something, all right?
What kind of machine is it trying to build?
I don't know, but I'm gonna shut it down. I bet those metal carriers will lead me to where it's getting materials from.
I bet that's where Hephaestus is hiding, too.
There are a couple of ways I could go. Well, that doesn't sound good. Catch a ride on the rail.
Aloy, I've managed to rewire most of the components in the core, but the energy processor's cracked. Without a way to fabricate another, there's no way I can fix it.
Okay, let me think. Past the shield. There's a way over the shield. Should be able to catch a ride on one of those metal carriers.
Ooh.
Just a little longer.
There should be a node you can override near the central platform.
Thanks. I should deal with these machines first. Machines on the way. Beta! Hephaestus has locked me out of the node. Any ideas?
I'll see what I can do. got them all. I tapped into the core network hub. I managed to disrupt...
Refurbish production pods 05922 apex. Intruder, your calling is
Oh, great. More machines on the way. Beta! Hephaestus has locked me out of the node. Any ideas?
I'll see what I can do.
increase power output by 74%. Override unit security numbers. Prepare units C Mark 8 and R Mark 4 for deployment.
Gotta get a few hits in while it's fresh.
Matrix stealthily.
I got them all.
I tapped into the core's network hub. I managed to disrupt Hephaestus' control of the node. You should be able to override it.
Nice. Thanks.
It sounds like it fled to another chamber.
Well, I'd better not get comfortable.
Energy containment failed. Saves overloading.
Great. Hephaestus covered the floor with lightning. I gotta find a way over it.
Aloy! More machines keep coming! Please tell me you're getting close!
I'm working on it. I've been smashing through a lot of machines on my side, too.
I guess Aaron's missing out!
Aloy, I'm making progress on the bypass, but I need something to hold the cycling module together.
Maybe a ligament from one of the machine carcasses?
Right? Or some luminous braiding.
And you could reinforce it with a conversion cylinder.
For increased connectivity. I think we can do this, Aloy.
better.
Mark 8 and autonomous defense deployment.
Oh, here we go again.
This doesn't sound good. I'll try to get your access back. access restored. Now you can operate it.
Good work.
You did the heavy lifting.
Refurbish production parts 059284.
Okay. This is just running out of places to hide.
Emily? I just registered a huge energy surge back in the production chamber. Something big is happening.
Here too. Everything's glowing.
Machine Hephaestus was building. They must have finished it.
Powerful. Whatever it is. I'm almost done with the core repairs. Should we come to you? Maybe I could distract the machine if...
No, wait. Just stay where you are, okay? Handling the machines in my turn.
Deploying priority.
I should scan it first. Things on its legs are glowing. I think it's charging up. And it's charging. All that metal's brittle now. Ah! There! Gotta break from the button. Pain subsiding. Charging up again. Switch it up. We got plasma on me. It's gonna explode any second. Maybe one of my potions can help.
I'm also gonna see if I can take those things off where you don't charge.
Deploying
I should scan it first. Things on its legs are glowing. I think it's charging up. Finish charging. Plasma's gonna explode in a second. Maybe one of my potions can help. Oh! Powering up! Maybe purple. It's done.
You did it! There should be one more note to override.
Good. Stand by. I'm sending Hephaestus back to you. No more hiding, Hephaestus!
Got it! Hephaestus is back in the core!
Make sure it stays there. I'm heading back.
And then we can start the merge.
Because of you, Beta. I'm glad you came along. And you, all. We couldn't have done any of this without you.
Right back at you, Aloy.
Aloy, the fight path.
The core is stable.
Hephaestus is 100% contained.
And we better get started with the merge. It's all set up.
Gaia, establish the link, please.
Done.
To complete the merge, we need to excise Hephaestus' malicious code. Carefully.
cost us quite a lot of time. Eric, get Beta. And squash that bug while you're at it.
Ooh! Get behind me.
Come on! Quit screwing around.
Now we're having fun, right?
Finally. Tilda, get Gaia and Hephaestus ready for transport. Tilda!
I failed.
Hush. All is not lost.
Tilda! What the hell are you doing? Stop her! I can't even see her!
Beta. Varl. Where am I?
Ah, you're awake. You took quite a hit when Gerard attacked you. I imagine you must still be in a great deal of pain. I can assure you that we are safe. The others can't detect us here.
You mean the other Zeniths? You must be Tilda.
I wasn't sure if Beta would have told you about me.
Where is she?
Alive. And while she isn't where she wants to be, not in urgent danger. We must discuss how to get her back, of course, after you've shaken off the cobwebs. When you're ready, take the stairs down the hall and come see me. In the meantime, I'll make breakfast.
Breakfast. Okay. What is this?
Just a few favorites from my collection. Rescued and stored here just before I went off-world. Take a look, if you like. I'm curious to hear your impressions.
My friend is dead. Beta and Gaia are gone, and you want me to look at old paintings?
Don't be so quick to dismiss the comfort we can find in art, or the insight we might gain. Stunning, isn't it? Paintings weren't the only masterpieces of my people's golden age. This is Von Vianen's leaded ewer, molded from a single sheet of silver.
What was it for?
How like Elizabeth you are. Function over form. Its practical purpose was less important than its meaning. Von Vianen created it in honor of his late brother, who himself was a famous silversmith.
A memorial?
Yes. Such beauty from sorrow. The Gust. By Willem van de Velde, the most famous of his many maritime paintings.
A ship crossing into the unknown. I guess you're familiar with that.
Indeed, which is why I appreciate this composition in particular. Though waves and wind threaten to destroy the ship, it perseveres, clinging to the light even as darkness closes in all around it. Rembrandt's The Night Watch, by far the most famous painting my homeland ever produced. It was commissioned to honor a militia made up of influential citizens.
I guess you must have been an influential citizen.
In my day. But not as influential as you've been in this new world. A portrait of the painter, Rembrandt's son Titus, depicted in the habit of a monk.
I don't get it. Why would someone like you, with infinite resources, care about this painting of a boy in a hood?
It's not the image itself, but the feeling it conveys. The face is bright and defined, but his eyes are downcast, heavy with misfortune. And the background seems to swallow all light. The painting is infused with a sense of loss.
I guess I understand how the painter feels.
This is Rembrandt painting Jeremiah, a man in mourning.
Mourning what?
His home. The ancient city of Jerusalem. He foresaw its impending doom, but could do nothing to prevent it. So instead, he saved its treasures from destruction, just as I saved these works. You could say we're kindred spirits. Selene and Endymion. She's the goddess of the moon, whereas he's a simple shepherd. Beside her is the god of love, Cupid.
So she's sneaking up on him?
More like visiting him in secret. The torch that Cupid bears represents Selene's undying infatuation with him. Though the two must remain apart, her love will forever burn. My favorite pairing on the left is Woman Reading a Letter by Vermeer, a true master. And on the right is a forgery, Woman Reading Music, which fooled experts into believing it was a priceless original. Early in my career, I became fascinated with such deceptions. Eventually, I developed scanning software that could detect fakes with unparalleled accuracy.
Is that how you made enough money to buy your way onto the Odyssey?
Oh no. I made my real fortune later. Done so soon?
I've got more important things.
as much we are trying to save. There you are. Feeling better?
How did you find us? At the Cauldron? And what did you do to everyone right before I passed out?
All business, I see. Well, suffice it to say we were keeping a very close eye on Hephaestus, knowing we would need it at some point. Your ruse didn't fool us, and as for my little trick, it was an overload of the senses, accompanied by an energy discharge. Gerard and Eric were only momentarily disoriented due to their shields, but it rendered you unconscious while I got you out. Perhaps some breakfast might steady you a bit?
This was your house. The one you recreated for Beta, in the data channel you shared.
How perceptive of you. Please, this way.
After everything your people have done, you think I'm just gonna sit down and have a chat with you?
They're not my people. They never were, and especially not now.
You shot off into space with them, and lived with them for 1,000 years before coming back. So what made you suddenly turn on them?
Quite simply, this.
My old focus. You repaired it? But that means you've seen
incredible things. What you've accomplished in 2 decades of life. A 1,000 years at my back and I haven't even come close. I'm sorry if I invaded your privacy, but I had to. In order to understand. To be enlightened. You truly are Elizabeth's blood. With her drive, her sense of mission, her integrity. Watching all this shamed me for the company that I've kept. Having seen it, all I want is to help you.
Even if it means stopping your friends?
Especially so. Please, sit down. There. That's better. Now, we must recover Beta and Gaia at all costs. By now, you must know that Gerard intends to use Gaia to reboot the Earth's biosphere. Remaking this world to specifications that would only suit us immortals. This process will kill every living thing on the planet. He calls it a clean install.
Not if I stop him first.
Not if we do. And once he and the others are gone, we can work together to fulfill Elizabeth's dream. I'm sure Beta told you that there's a build of the Apollo database on board our ship. A complete collection of human knowledge. With that and Gaia, we could do everything Elizabeth wanted. Heal the biosphere, educate the people of this world, uplift them. Create the world she imagined.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. From what I've seen, your friends are invincible.
I do wish you would stop calling them my friends. And they're not invincible. In fact, a friend of yours has found a way to defeat them.
Silence.
Oh, he's been a busy bee, building an army powerful enough to crash through Gerard's precious base.
Regala and her rebels.
Even now, she's preparing a final march on the Tenakth capital. When she wins, she'll have the entire tribe under her control. Hundreds of warriors and machines to throw at the base. She's been duped. They'll all perish, of course. But it should be enough to break Gerard's defenses and allow Silence to kill him. Along with all the others.
Using the new weapon he's developed.
Yes, he's found a way to circumvent our shields. Truly an exceptional man. He's planned for everything. Except you and me. You see, while his army is battering down Gerard's doors, you and I will sneak in through a back way. One that only I know about. While Silence and my friends are busy battling each other, we'll take back Beta and Gaia. I told you I want to help you. I mean it.
You said Beta is not in urgent danger.
Putting her to work. Merging Hephaestus with Gaia. A difficult, time-consuming task, as I'm sure you know. They will compel her if need be. She's the only one who can.
Because you people made her
Gerard's idea, not mine. They always viewed me with suspicion when I attempted any form of kindness towards her. That's why I created the data channel. A virtual place where we could speak in peace.
So this channel you shared with Beta, none of the other Zeniths ever found out about it.
Gerard believes he's the most cunning of all. Even after 1,000 years, he still can't imagine. The channel allowed me to interact with Beta away from their mistrustful eyes. It offered us a chance to...
Until you cut off all contact.
Yes. Though it pained me. I was worried.
She felt like you tossed her aside.
I was afraid the others would find out and punish her. She may not have had the comforts of friendship, but at least I ensured she was... I know it seems, but you must believe that her well-being has always been paramount to...
Why did you make the data channel look like this place?
I built this house as a shelter to weather any storm. A safe place. Not just for me, but for the cultural artifacts of truly some of the greatest achievements.
And you wanted Beta to...
Yes. I thought if she could experience for me, it would bring something, a heritage, every bit of data being drummed into her. I'm sorry I had to cut off contact, but she needed its shelter even more than I did.
Beta told me your call that you came back to Earth because...
It's true. After we reached our destination, a planet in the Sirius star system, we spent decades building a new home. The physical constraints of Earth, the boundaries of mortality. Think of what we... It might have been a utopia. Instead, we stagnated, absorbed in effortless comforts and virtual realities. It took a cataclysm to finally yank us out of our stupor.
What happened?
A massive geological event. We knew of instabilities in the planet core, but we underestimated them. By the time the collapse was upon us, it was too late to stop it. Only a few of us made it to the ship in time. We set course for Earth, the only safe harbor left to us.
Which you decided to make for anyone else.
Not me. He believes it's better to wipe the canvas clean than work around the smudges. No more primitive tribes, no more combat, only a blank slate pleases. But we will stop him.
What exactly is your plan?
We will make use of a lesson I learned from an early age. Always know your exits. In this case, a place where Gerard's new construction meets the ancient foundation. A passage that only I can access. When Silence flings his army at the base, we will enter through this back door, bypassing most of the fighting. The distraction will provide us with a window in which to rescue Beta and Gaia.
Once we're inside the base, where will we...
Here, in the command center. By then, Gaia will have been reunited with all of its subordinate functions, including Hephaestus.
What about the Alpha build of Apollo on your ship?
A simple matter of recovery once the others have been dealt with. With that in hand, we'll have everything we need to.
How do you know about...
He isn't the only one adept at spyware.
You hacked his focus?
No, he's too careful for that. But his subordinates? Not so much. He gave additional focuses to the tribals he branded the Sons of...
The ones working with...
By tapping their focuses, I learned the distribution of override technology and the secret pact with Regala to attack.
But how did he come up with a weapon?
That's the one thing I haven't been able to... But however he did with it in the Tenakth army. Such a shame.
Regala's only interested in killing Hekarro and waging... What does she have to gain?
It's the price she must pay for her. Without the ability to override machines, her little rebellion would have...
So she trades with the Sons of Prometheus. Machines...
In exchange for an assault on the base. Pride has deluded her into thinking. And all without ever knowing who the Sons... Yet for all of Silence's brilliance, that blind spot is what will allow us to take Beta.
While hundreds of Tenakth died. So you knew...
Liz was everything she was. Your ingenuity, your determination, your moral compass. You've managed to distill her greatest qualities and make them your own.
I'm not asking about me.
The honest answer is that I don't actually know. For all the time that I spent with her, she always kept a part of her. It was like...
So when you met Elizabeth, she was...
Not aloof. It was a summit in Paris about machine learning. A touchy subject in those days. Because regulatory authorities were just starting to clamp down on AIs. Liz gave the keynote address. She had already achieved great renown for her work in automated environmental reclamation. But in her address, she was just starting to imagine the next step. An AI-driven system that wouldn't just but actually take responsibility.
To care about life.
Revolutionary stuff. I was fascinated. I watched her after she had spoken with such moral authorities. I could tell she felt uncomfortable. It was as if giving the talk had cost her something. I didn't want to be a pest, so
So how did you finally...
I picked the right moment. The morning of the next day, right as she came back to the conference, she had her coffee. She was fresh. It was like she had braced herself, colleagues. I asked if I could walk, then put forth a question about her talk. It was intelligent. Her answer made me realize, but she was very welcoming. Almost as if we were previous. It was only halfway through the conversation that I realized exactly who I was. It was, my business was trafficking in secrets and anonymity. So I came to view our meeting as a metaphor. She always seemed to know me far better than I knew her.
I guess I know the feeling. My old focus.
When we encountered you at the Hades Proving Lab, Gerard saw you as a redundancy. I knew better. You were... After your dramatic escape, Gerard and Eric assumed you were dead and gave up the hunt. When the others were busy, I returned to the lab. That's when I found this little treasure. Not easy to repair, but certainly worth the effort. You were like a splash of color on a worn canvas.
Did you show it to the others?
Of course not. It was your actions that inspired me to do them. It's worth noting that if I hadn't found it and watched its contents, I wouldn't have known to save you at the cult.
So I should be grateful?
If you like.
So you know all about me.
What would you like to know?
Well?
When I was 8, terrorists flooded my home city. Thousands drowned, my parents included. My guardian. Among my peers, I was the strange girl, all because of circumstances beyond my...
Oh.
Aren't we? You were an outcast. But you didn't let that stop you from getting what you needed. Neither did I. I climbed my way out of desolation and used my wits to build a fortune. First from the technical and profitable expertise in those days. But as it turned out, the software I developed was even... From there, it was only a short...
You were a spy?
More like a service one could turn. I had to remain anonymous, of course, to protect my pride. But despite that anonymity...
What happened when Farzi...
They painted an irresistible vision. One where we need not fear illness or where we explored the furthest... It was only later that I realized they only intended to bequeath this future to the rich. By the time I finally figured it out, the walls were closed. Pharaoh's machines were devouring the earth. So I accepted Far Zenith's... I wanted Liz to come. But she had...
So you didn't know the other Zeniths were monsters?
I knew some of them were. Certainly. It wasn't until we were off-planet that I was grateful to simply be alive, but the others became obsessed with a kind of... They built a colony where machines serviced their every need, where any memory or fantasy could be endlessly... It wasn't life. As the decades passed, I was alone yet again. But this time with now finally having met you.
To do what?
Help you. To fulfill Liz's a better future.
First Varl. Now Hekarro and the Tenakth. Your plan would wipe out an entire tribe. There has to be another way.
We are in an admittedly desperate situation, but I assure you there isn't. Remember Zero Dawn. Elizabeth's sacrifice. Sometimes many have to die for a new world to grow.
If it looks impossible, look deeper. Wait. The data channel. It still exists, doesn't it? I need you to open it. Let me talk to Beta.
Impossible. We might be detected.
It's worth the risk. There is another way, one where the Tenakth survive.
But we won't. If the others...
If you want to help, open it.
Replaying.
What are they doing to her?
Virtual reality dissociation. The manual merge of Hephaestus will take hours upon hours of tedious micromanagement. If she resists the work, they run simulations to induce feelings of isolation and despair.
Beta, can you hear me?
You're alive. They're watching me. I can't hold up this extra projection for long. You should have killed me.
No. No, look at me. I'm coming for you. I promise. Okay? I just need you to hold out a little while longer and work on the merge.
Then I think it can be done.
I'll contact again when it's time. Can you hold on?
As long as I know you're coming for me, I can endure anything.
All right. I did as you asked. Now I think you need to tell me what you're planning.
I'm going to take Sylens' army away. I don't need it. Only the weapon he made to penetrate your shields.
And how do you propose to get it? Ask him nicely?
Without Regalla and her rebels, he won't have a choice. We'll be his only option.
Only option for what? What did you tell her?
That is between me and my sister. Will be Sylens' only option for crashing that base. I'll tell you the rest later. But first, there are a couple of things I have to do.
Oh. And what are those?
Lay my friend to rest. And then I'm going to use the override that Beta gave me at Gemini to put an end to Regalla's rebellion. From the air.
Wait. Since you insist on doing things your way, I know of something that will truly help you make a grand entrance with the Tenat. The ancient Horus Titans still possess electromagnetic energy cells as part of their arsenal. Drop one of those on Regalla's army and they'll receive quite a surprise. So go, do what you must. I'll come to your base if you manage to bring Sylens to the table.
Not if. When. Erend, are you there?
Aloy! Aloy, is that really you?
Yeah, it's me. Where's everyone else?
We're all... We're back in base. What happened?
It might be easier to explain in person. I'll try to join you there when I can.
Okay. We'll wait here for you. It's good to hear your voice, Aloy.
Just to let you know, I'm now patched into your focus network.
Great. I take it the other Zeniths can't hear us?
Of course not. And they don't know about your base either, in case you were wondering. I've sent you data on the Horus energy cells you can use against Regalla's forces. Reach out to me when you're ready to acquire one.
Understood. ready for that machine yet. I better look in the cauldrons.
All right.